Hello everyone, I'm not going to be sending any Discord messages for it this time. I need to close this. I don't want to accidentally give out my information now, do I? Alright, now then, I was going to boot Terraria. So, this is Terraria 64-bit Tmod loader instead of 32-bit. It runs slightly different, but it will allow me to have more mods, and that's exactly what I needed. Now, the reason this one is called New Beginnings, I'm pretty sure, anyways, is what I called it, is because of exactly that. Oh yeah, I forgot, I need to push enter, don't I? Or did I need to alt tab? There it is. I just pushed a handful of buttons and made it work. That was weird. It said encoding overloaded on my other screen there for a moment. Alright, and then I need to move this over here. And then there we go. Now I can see stuff. And this is going to be a short stream, about 30 minutes or so. I just wanted to make sure I get something out there. I believe I didn't stream on Friday and Saturday, or Sunday. I planned on not streaming on Sunday in the first place. However, when it came to Friday and Saturday, I was just quite busy. Now then, let me introduce you to some of our mods now. Okay, we have Shadows of Abaddon, Dragon Ball Terraria, Bags, Calamity Mod with music, or Calamity Mod's music, boss checklist. Which mod is this from? I've disabled Elements Awoken, as much fun as that is, and I am tempted to turn it back on, but I likely won't. We have Fargo's Soul mod, Calamity mod, Fargo's Mutant mod. I turned off too many accessories, and I'll show you why later. Alchemist NPC, Thorium mod, Omni Swing, Fargo's Loot bonus, Begone Evil, Mod Helpers, Fargo's Fallen Stars, Fargo's Banner Boost, Flight Left Timer. I have Antisocial. Antisocial is the one that I replaced that first mod that I said the too many accessories. This will give me a set amount permanently through the entire game, which is my accessory slots and my actual usable slots, and that's the trait, and that means I don't have to craft anything, but I don't get as many, and I can't use armor. Continuing on, recipe browser. Oh, looks like some of my soundproofing just fell off my wall. Oh well, I'll deal with it later. I just set it up with tape. It's just foam padding from a packaging. Iframe counter, Louis FK, faster start, IMK Sushi's death counter, Thorium and Calamity convergence, World Gen preview, extra large world generator, which I don't really need to leave on because the world is already made. Continuing on, we have wing slot, IMK Sushi's mod, full health respawn, craftable Rod of Discord, craftable life roots, better yo-yos, invincible NPCs, no more tombs, yet another boss health bar, more yo-yos, flying minions ignore terrain, directional melee, craftable wall of flesh emblems, simplified 2-off, of course, if you're looking to copy my list. Statue mobs, gift drops, loot bags, mana unbound, calamity vanilla buff, campfire buffs, faster tools, brighter torches, vein miner, no favorite tooltips, regen from bosses, census, calamity yo-yo bag buffed, calamity mod extra music, I feel like I skipped that, max stacks plus ultra, magic storage, lands, simple mouse highlight, lands unlimited buff slots, yo-yos 2.0, boss cursor, yo-yos plus. Now then, if you see this bar right here, it says I have an available memory of 30 gigs, and I've used about 2.5 or so total. These are the mods that are using space, and this is all my available space. That's why I downloaded 64-bit. Now then, I haven't changed any of my buffs, and I will explain a little bit about what's going on. So I realized, despite all the work that went into Blue Moon Circus, that there was a few things missing, that being the content packs that were supported by masochist mode. Or not masochist mode necessarily, but mutants mode, which is what eternity mode is from, which is why we're in a new world. Simple as that, quite really. I do have a good handful of my NPCs back, and I am down a couple bosses. I tried to get some, if not most, of my progress done while I was off, and while I was also off, I farmed the halibut cannon for beating, let's see here, the Eater of Worlds, the Queen Jellyfish, Hive Mind, Perforators, the Queen Bee, Viscount Pumpkin, I don't even know what the Flaming Pumpkin boss is, Skeletron. So I have 2 new content mods, which is why I needed to make a new World Dragon Ball mod and Shadows of Abaddon. I also did get rid of a few other ones that weren't compatible. Simply put, I wanted to do everything that I could to basically have all the crafting recipes. And speaking of which, while I wait for nighttime to approach, because I have how many bosses? So I'm using the same character for those of you who don't recognize Bozo the Clown, but I am on a different world. Alright. So I need to go beat the Desert Scourge again. I need to beat the Giant Clam in the Sunken Sea. I have Cthulhu, which I won't be doing tonight, but I will be attempting Jensen. I need to make a platform arena before I fight. I have Cthulhu again. I'm not going to risk anything yet, and I do have stuff to make it easy enough. I just need to equip it, but I'd rather attempt it at a later date, and since this is a 30-minute stream. However, an evil presence. Well, so much for doing Jensen first. Alright, let's get to my magic storage before I miss out on my opportunity to equip this. Alright, and who needs regen either, so we're just gonna go straight to our equipment. We're going to go to the agitating lens, and we're gonna equip that over, let's say the... No, not the laudanum, maybe the level meter, since I still get the effects even if it's not equipped. And then we're gonna equip that over Jensen's item. We're gonna take these up about yay high more. And this is going to be a speed build if you ever saw one. Because in 30 minutes or less, what's her name? What's his name? I don't know really, it's the giant floating eye. Eye of Cthulhu is going to come after me. I wasn't expecting to do this, especially on my first night in this new world. Another reason I made this new world is also because of the fact that I am missing several. So this is still death mode, Revengance. Farming for this in the previous world was pretty... I mean, it was difficult, but I did have a multitude of things that I used to make things better, such as potions and the Arctic diving gear. I really should be, what's the word? Stop teleporting, loser. Just die already. At least I'm immune to the debuffs. And also have edged projectiles. Also, I feel like there's an audio bug in 64-bit, however, I'm not entirely sure what that is. Or if I can even fix it. Jeez, look at, with all the health increase from both mods, even the halibut cannon isn't making as short work as it really should. Alternately, I mean, bullets are slightly, what's the word, nerfed. So I don't need any more of these lenses. Also, What was I gonna say? I don't remember. I'm gonna continue building this platform just a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna summon in Jensen from the Shadows of Abaddon mod. Assuming that's actually how you pronounce it. Alright, and then I just want to place down the rest of these ones that I have here in my inventory and get it going. And honestly, if I can get 2 streams done, white feather, interesting. Where'd that come from? What drops that? Shadows of Abaddon? Interesting. No. Why does it do that? Man, trees getting in the way, bro. Perfect. Just like that. Now then, we're gonna just finish this off. Now then, normally I would have just done this during T-edit, but I figured since it's a rather small arena, I'll be fine. Oh, the feathers drop from birds, of course. I bet maybe I can make early hard mode prairie feather headdress. Doesn't look like it. Oh well. Okay, we're gonna equip that right there, and boom. Jensen. Ooh, that's a speed burst right there. Come on, Frostbird. Well, maybe I should switch to regular meteor shot and see if that just does more damage. Maybe it doesn't lag my game as much. I'm thinking about adding uncluttered projectiles for the fact that I do have a bit of frame issue. I forget what button it is to make my frames per second show up. What is Jensen doing? Oh, she changed sprite. She's shooting a little faster. Tell you what, it's sure easier to hit this target when she's lagging out. She in the floor? Ah, you stinker. Come on, I can't damage you while you're in the floor. Well, at least I'm pretty sure I can't. I was considering changing my class for this switch as well, but I figured the start would be too incredibly slow to just change on a hat like that. Alright, and that's the first boss from Shadows of Abaddon done. Now that wasn't too bad. 2 bosses in the first 10 minutes of my stream. Now that's a new record. Especially for eternal death mode. Let's see what we get out of this. I've never played through Shadows of Abaddon. I just knew it was compatible, so I had to. What? Take no fall damage and really? No fall damage? Hold on a second. It's a permanent feather fall effect. Granted, I don't exactly like feather fall, but it sure is better than like dying to fall damage all the time. Tempting. I asked if a friend if I should switch classes for the new world and such. He recommended playing melee just because I decided I don't really want to. Given the fact that I'm playing death mode, I figured it might be the best route to just stay with it. Oh, I forgot I was... Oh, I also did think about trying the new... what build is it? It's a new damage type. Not yo-yo. Though yo-yo is fun. I do love yo-yo. spirit? I don't know. It has something to do with the Dragon Ball mod key and whatnot. I don't exactly know how it works, but I am gonna have to figure it out in order for me to make the grand item that is the soul of eternity. This right here, that's the most end game you can get. Where is... That's strange. So this is the Shadows of Abaddon, I believe, and this is from Thorium, I believe. I am not entirely sure, and there's supposed to be one other one that I don't see here for some reason. Oh, they've got all of them sprited out now. Ooh, look at that. That's wonderful. I remember just a few updates ago when none of them, or almost none of them, really had a sprite for the gear, I guess. I don't know, equipment. All of the boss drops were unsprited, though, anyways. And I mean, it certainly looked a little bit boring. That's not really an understatement. So I just took down Jensen, who's all the way down here, which should mean that at least with the halibut cannon, I should be doing fine on the DPS, which means I just need to get myself moving along in the I guess list, I suppose. So let's see here. I could do with a few more NPCs. So let's make a few more auto houses now that I've cut down a few trees over here. And we'll cut down a few more. I'm starting to think I might forego building the fancy base unless I either do a collab, which would be a miracle given the fact that I don't exactly have much for status yet, or if I really do my homework on building, because I do want to make something that I'd be proud of. I did not make this. That is part of World Gen. I really don't understand why, but it's very nice. Anyways, what was I saying? So, a real nice house, but only if I do my homework, basically. And I do plan on doing a bit of homework. I'm not going to, however, like, completely go crazy over it. Alright, let's see, Grand Harpy Feathers, items. That was weird. We'll put that back so I can craft with it. Grand Harpy Feathers. What does this craft? Ooh, a Harpy gun. 58 range damage. Ooh, I do like that. Especially given the fact that it's 10 more damage than this weapon does normally. And 20 more on top of that. And it's a pistol, which is just generally good. Granted, I mean, I would prefer to use like my pumpler instead of a pistol in most cases. And heck, there will be a point actually where I'm like just so like ridiculous as ranger that I will be just not needing the halibut cannon, which does scale, which is nice. Granted, I mean right now it sure don't do a whole lot of damage, but I can make it do a lot of damage just by progressing. It's as a Revengeance item, it will follow me all the way through Supreme Calamitous, which means it does scale fairly well, I would say. Callista the Dryad, not Celestia. Oh, I must be going crazy. Alright, so I also can get the Potion Seller NPCs, which is why I really want to get my auto houses built. That is the wrong item. I was thinking if I changed classes, I would switch to Mage. It's been, so I think my best Mage playthrough was on Calamity without Death Mode, and in it I, of course, did beat the whole game, and that is to the point of Supreme Calamitous, wherein I didn't have masochist mode on. And let me tell you, I actually did try masochist mode, what's the word, later, I suppose is a good word for it. I tried it with that character after beating Supreme Calamitous, and actually found myself being like completely destroyed by some of these enemies, despite the fact that I was post Supreme Calamitous and the most endgame that, well, anyone could get. And it was kind of shocking, I suppose. It was very interesting. I was like, holy cow, there's still something that can challenge me, despite the fact that it was, and it was mostly because I wasn't ready, but now I am ready for it. I mean, why else would I not, why else would I be playing death mode at the same time? Anyways, and that's just a bit of my background involving, death mode, or eternal death, correction. Now then, in this new beginning, we're at the 18-minute mark. We have reached, we have reached the 18-minute mark. We're at 18 minutes and 20 odd seconds. Another thing that's going on with me is that I'm trying to learn Smash Bros in a more in-depth fashion. I have a very much surface value skill at that, and as a matter of fact, I actually recently played with a streamer and basically found out really how garbage I am. Doesn't help that I took a couple months break. I didn't even know about how turning by letting go of the joystick first is like so much better. I might go back to being a Mario main instead of K. Rool just until I like relearn basic mechanics and can execute them without thinking, and then I think I'm going to switch to me Gunner. Just because I can, and also Sans is fun. As fun as K. Rool is, you know, I definitely want to be a higher tier. Granted, I mean, this is exactly that much higher anyways. So let's see here. Now that I'm done with those handful of bosses, the Decree, Frost Room. Okay, so I haven't fought Decree before because he's in Shadows of Abaddon mod. And then a bunch of these other events are unfamiliar. A lot of this stuff is actually quite unfamiliar. I need to do one of these events, such as the Acid Rain or the Blood Moon or the Goblin Army real quick in order to get the Abomination to move in, and then after the Abomination moves in, I can just start doing farming for any event that I need to, and I will need to farm every event, believe you me. Alright, one other thing that I need to check the recipe for. Now, there's an item that's made out of all these items, yeah, and I will get it pretty quickly, actually. So that's Skeletron, that's Queen Bee, that's just regular Hellstone, and this is Deviating Energy. I have never... Wait. No, Deviating Energy is the drop, not the summon. Okay, never mind. I have never fought the Deviant before. This would be my first time, and who knows, maybe I'll be able to do it on stream today. I doubt it, just because I don't think I'm prepared quite for the... Queen Bee. Hold on a second. Okay, I really don't need the diving gear, which would mean that I could equip something like this instead, or King Slime's item, so I fall slightly faster. I think that's an attachment, right? 15% increased fall speed. I'd rather have that. Yeah, pretty sure that's right. Or one of my fancy rings, although if I could get one of the upgraded rings it would be even better, but I need to figure out which ocean that is, and I think it's the one on the right. Don't care that much, at least not to set out specifically to do that. I will do that off stream, however. Anyways, so when it comes to Queen Bee, I know she inflicts poison, so I'm gonna get that. I need to find a spawner, and then I will spawn her in there just for the heck of it, but I am going to make her spawner so that I can spawn her outside of the jungle. Wait, does that enrage Queen Bee? Hold on a second. I know Plantera enrages. Does Queen Bee enrage outside of jungle? Doesn't look like it. Perfect. That's exactly what we need. Alright, so it should be within our cards to just go and beat Queen Bee. Another thing I need to do is beat Skeletron, and then I think I have everything. Oh, right, well, and then there's the beating Deviant right here. Deviant's cursed. Deviant's cursed. What makes that? Deviant's. So, oh, that's actually a very easy. Holy moly, that's cheap recipe. Cracked gem. That's the only thing. What drops cracked gem? What? How do I get that? Virgo will I'll check my. I do my homework off stream. I swear, but I didn't know that this was part of my study guide. Now I do. Anyways, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to get those. But I do have everything else, and I'm excited to try that. It says that I'm already post him, although I think that the slime god might be a better comparison. Or of course the wall of flesh. I could 0.5 messages a minute. Did someone say something? I must not have noticed. It is what it is. If you want to re-say whatever you just said, I will gladly respond to it. Anyways, continuing on what I'm doing. So, I suppose, with that mentioned, it's time to go to the jungle. I do know that the jungle is to the right. However, do I have the potions sheller? Potions. She should be able to move in. Let me just check my... Ooh, Cloaked Alchemist sounds pretty cool. Brewer hasn't moved in. Alchemist hasn't moved in. Can't summon the Goblin Tinkerer. Alright, let's see if I've got some Splunker potions in my chest here. Perfect. And then we'll also get some... Not sonar? No, not sonar. Hunter. Shine. Mining potions. Do I have gills? I've got gills. I've got my night owl. Oh, I don't need the shine potions. I've already got unlimited shine. Does that look right? Yeah. Alright, we're gonna go to the jungle. I believe I did watch World Gen for this run to make sure that I had at least one decent cave. And I do know that I have one pretty amazing cave actually for the jungle. However, I don't remember its exact layout. I just remember it being there, and that was my big thing, you know. So as soon as I saw it, I was like, it's perfect, because I was already more or less done. Ooh, Maximus the Decorationist. That sounds like the type of NPC I need to build this nice house. Or, of course, I can continue to just make everyone move in. Oh, 2 giant trees to move into these auto homes. Probably love the decor, don't you? Anyways. We're almost to the 30-minute mark. I'm gonna, of course, I think I'm gonna round this stream off with an attempt at Queen Bee. Oh, wait a second. I need some bombs. So there is a trick that you can do when it comes to Queen Bee and bosses like that. So bombs being thrown by the player don't despawn when the player leaves the area, meaning you can take bombs with you, or sticky bombs, which is the better alternative, and throw one at where the spawner spawns, of course, and then it'll break after you get back to spawn. And it's quite interesting because, so I didn't know about it, but it is a well-used mechanic in speedruns for those that do, or in just general tactics, which it does make sense now because you are more than likely to have an arena already by just, you know, in your main area. And since I have invincible NPCs, I have even less worry. Oh, and I also have, let's see here, other things I can talk about that may not be normal for most people. I do have a slight blue outline to my health bar, which is caused by, ooh, a chest. I wonder what's in that. I have a blue outline on my health bar caused by this platinum Aegis. It's a very useful item. And what it does for me, the platinum Aegis, is gives me a 15-point overshield and 2 defense. So the 15 life shield, it's good. It'll absorb like a single boss hit and then it instantly regenerates. And if I can get something like that scaled all the way up, and I mean all the way up, it would have to be super late game for it to still be worthwhile. For me, that is. If I could get that though, I would be set for Duke Fisheron, or I would say Duke Fisheron EX, but I just found out that he was actually removed in this update. Alton the Cook. Don't want to accidentally hit the beehives because they actually release full-sized hornets. Yeah, that's the problem. Real hornets, that's a problem. Menacing, we're going to stick with menacing. As I mentioned, I believe there's a problem with defense in the late game, being that it gets deleted. Like, cut in half by most enemies. And so I'm going to focus my damage reduction instead of defense. Jungle spores, that's good. I need those. Gosh, jungle is cringe. Oh yeah, I never use my potion. Oh, and there's also a huge likelihood that I'm gonna like totally hit like a spawner if it's in path by using the halibut cannon with these projectiles. See, look, I'm still at 415 health, which means that I am above. Stop spawning everywhere. I'm gonna start keeping these, getting rid of those. Yeah, and I can't teleport after she spawns, because if I teleport after she spawns, she'll just despawn because I'm too far away, and queen bees and most bosses don't like that in general. I'm kind of amazed at how well... Oh, what hit me? How well the game's handling it. Is that a corpse bloom? No, it's a strange bulb. Interesting. There is a minor boss enemy that's supposed to spawn. Is that a diamond emerald crawler? Close, not quite. I'm gonna end up spawning, what's his name, the mini boss from this biome. Mini boss? I think he's supposed to be a full boss, actually. Stop it with the bees and such. Now then, as you can tell, this definitely does make the game quite broken, but at the same time... Hi, Dorinka Lopez and Mod Faruz. I am playing masochist mode, yes, and I am also playing death mode at the same time. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna keep that because I believe I needed to craft. As I mentioned earlier, I have a bunch of content mods that are designed to be compatible with Fargo's mod. Or with the, or now known Eternity mod. I'm currently looking for a beehive so I can get queen bee spawning materials, and for the matter, just a also generally useful regular queen bee spawner, you know, the naturally occurring one. Either way, it really works out for me. But yep, Maso mode. I've played through Maso mode plenty of times before, and I figured it was time for more of a challenge. Then again, I've already done this challenge, so how challenging could it be? So the whole gimmick is that I have Calamity mods, Revengance, and Death mode active, along with the effectors of Calamity of Fargo's Eternity mode. Found another opal. Don't really need those anymore. Some diamonds. Wow, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna leave them there because I don't think I really need them. We're actually gonna clear my inventory out again. I'm currently trying to find jungle. Not a jungle. A beehive. I've already said that. What am I talking about? I want to find one before I end the stream, as I did plan on ending the stream. That's weird. Normally there's supposed to be a buff for being in the water, right? Oh, maybe it's because I can swim. Ooh, come on. There he is. Come on, just a little more. Finally, level. Ow. No need to bite. We're getting close, I'm pretty sure. Granted, it's not like I know where one is this time. Ow. Oh, I'm digging myself into falling sand. Or gravel, I mean. Small brain moment. Let's put that in my hotbar. There we go. We're gonna dig down yet again. Another strange bulb and the bees. Oh, my buffs ran out. Alright, plenty dead. Good. Area cleared. That's all I can say for certain. Oh, we'll keep these, some of them. When am I gonna find a bee spawner, a beehive? Normally I find them, like, I swear, instantly, but lately it seems more along the lines of never. I almost always have to craft it in. This time I was hoping I'd get lucky, but it seems I'm not. Not yet anyways, and I don't know where I'd be looking. I'd have to pull up my T-edit map, which is basically, you know, just, it's like wall hacks, I suppose. What's here? Legendary bone sword. I think I need that. I don't really plan on farming all the items for the other classes yet, though. I want to take care of mine first, of course. Dang, Dr. Bones over here got a lot of health. Oh, dang, that was close. Kind of want to get some of this thorium ore I see up here. Yeah, there we go. Pick that up. Good, it's good. Very useful. Thorium ore, that is. Thorium ore is, I'm not even sure what it's used for, so never mind. Ignore what I said. It could be useful, I think. I hope. I'm gonna find out. Oh, I found the jungle temple. That's nice. Assuming I don't just teleport to it every time I need to get to it, as I do have access to potions to do that. Getting some. I'm pretty sure we're getting somewhere. Though, at this rate, it looks like I am going to have to stop the stream, despite not achieving our goal yet. As I do need time to study Smash Bros. Granted, I suppose I could have done it. I would have done it earlier if I had the option. I just got off of work as a American Essential employee. Oh, please. There we go. Not over here. Still haven't got it yet. Any of you guys understand how beehive generation works? And maybe you can be like, oh yeah, if you check in these coordinates, it's almost always there. I don't know, some itty bitty detail like that would be nice right about now. Hello, bee spawner. Ouch. Let's just tunnel our way through this. Maybe it'll be on the other side of here. I'm gonna give it, let's say, a few, oh dang, it's already 10. Ooh, a shroom biome. You know what, that works too. So, one of the things that I needed was a shroom biome for Cribulon, who I should already be able to do. Should be is the keyword. I might be stupid. Pre-boss loot token. Interesting. I feel like I already have, what was it that it says? The Dryad? I think it said the Dryad. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I already got the Dryad. But I mean, like, whatever. Oh, we're no longer in the jungle. Well, I suppose that means we're going the wrong way at this point for bee spawner. And I suppose next time we'll probably check in this circle, and then probably everything else after that. Thanks so much for tuning into this quick little stream. I know it's not very impressive, but we did get 2 bosses done. That is to say, the Eye of Cthulhu and Jensen, the Harpy from Abaddon. And I mean, I've certainly got myself a busy plate, because I should be able to do everything from the Granite Elemental to the Desert Scourge tomorrow, which is, I guess, technically backwards. But it is what it is. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, everyone. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Or at least it's night for me anyways. Stay safe during this unspeakable event for sake of advertisement. Bye-bye.